You wanna know what's really, really crazy? How somebody could be so generous. You know, I have kids this whole time period. You know the value of what an email states of stating FBI, XYZ, somebody sends you, even just the fact of you being a government child on top of it. You know the value of it. And then you got somebody in your email stating that they have a, how can I say, extension of Department of Homeland Security. Even still, more so. What? You take my tax returns, my last $1,000 to do whatever I need to do, and what I do? Give it to you. And what did you do? Did you withdraw it? What did you do? I do not know. I have the slightest idea. But yes, I also gave you $600 too, right? And what did you do with that? You bought an iPhone. I'm wrong? Okay. But yes, still, has that money circled around me? Or literally, how can I say like this? You give it to somebody else that may know something more to get you out of your situation, but literally has no effect at all, because literally he know that you'll do that. But the blessing is what? Who's talking and who's not? But literally, who's that has already spoken and who can reaffirm now of anything. Time tells everything now, but literally, it does tell more too, because literally you held it from me this long, or have I held it from you this long? How you play that one? You can't even beat it, because what am I talking about? Do you know, or do I know? Or literally, who am I talking to? The camera or just whoever's watching? Because somebody's going to watch it eventually. That's what the World Wide Web's for, to be watched and to be remembered. Hopefully something positive instead of something reinforced over the toply negative, and then therefore try to flip it on the magnitude of stating that someone is actually that negative when they're actually the complete opposite, and literally we have the proof. That's what you want, and nah, you can do what you want as you so please, but literally, y'all wonder why black men get the stigma of being deadbeat daddies when literally the women are the one that is corrupting them to do the deadbeat shit. When literally, how can I say like this? They're the ones that have the kid, but yet still expect us to not see them, but see them basically what? By paying? Or by what? Spending time? Or by what? Doing both? Or none of the above? And then get them incarcerated to go even harder, and then what? Get your reparations of what you call you doing a justly parent thing by getting them locked up. Really? Okay. That's what you call being a woman? Okay. But I know what a woman is when literally she gives her last $5 to get home on a train where literally we're nowhere near the house at. And a woman that actually rips up my homework when I state that she's whooping my ass, because literally I'm up until 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock at night rewriting my damn homework. But literally she did have a couple of time periods where she did whoop that ass, but literally it was more of ripping up my homework as to quote unquote whooping. I got tired of rewriting that shit. It's 11 o'clock at night and I got to do a whole 2-3 pages of writing legibly. After I slow down and process the thought and literally not even potentially remembering what the fuck I wrote initially. But yet still what? Somebody taking it improperly and literally potentially give me one of the best books that I would have read and tried to read, but how can I say like this? Somebody didn't want to give it back, but yet still had a dog and gave someone else I know a dog to campaign improperly. Okay. Either way, we take it all as what it is, because what did I wind up having to do? Me, his parents, at the damn, emergency room, after them picking him up, and we all riding together, and I'm complaining about a damn headache when literally, how can I say, they already knew what the fuck I was on and didn't want nothing to say. They just wanted to see how strong it was. But literally, what did I do? I always cut my hair. Everybody know me to make sure I have a fresh haircut. But the one time I actually did grow my hair, nobody wanted to touch it. And then I give them hair, but literally, where? And then what do they consider it to be regardless? And yes, still, nobody want to listen to what it actually potentially could be, or what? What they don't want me to give up. Because I had the chance to give it up, but what? Nobody wanted to take it, or they just wanted to say I wasn't that smart, or what? They wanted to prove the otherwise. Which was the whole point, to prove the otherwise and get the worst of the worst and continue to say it's the worst of the worst until somebody basically taps out or basically want to stop crying, and they basically what? They give the supplemental role of stating what? They helped by coming in and saved the day. Well, literally, their friend is the one that's doing it and literally just closes it that way. We both win. I get my angle, you get your angle, and yes, still, I get the post when I post and just say, we just met out of just being remorseful. And we don't know nothing of the sort, and we do. Because we're, what? In an entity that don't exist. We're the unknowns. We just have to paint it like we are. Or not. You take it how you want to paint it, or take it, or however you want to say it. yes, still, everybody knows the book that I wrote and just modifies it how they choose to write it. But yet still, I know that I have them beat, but they're just constantly writing and try to beat me at that angle. But they won't beat it because literally, if I tell you what it is, or if I define it, you're still missing the point because they're trying to define it for me by still continuing to write books. But look, that's how smart I am. They're rewriting my words. So how smart are you now? Can you paint that picture? Somebody rewriting your words that literally you know you're that smart to paint, but literally they don't want you to sell? Or literally you're that smart to market, basically Instagram, because there is an Instagram for business, but yes, still, how can I say it like this? They don't want to give you the credit that you deserve or basically hide your credit and then surprise you at the last minute saying that we helped you, but they won't help you when your heart stops, right? So how does that work? Oh, wrong time and wrong place, right? That's how somebody will always paint it when they can get away with HIPAA. So literally, how can I say the food has changed, but changed again? But I don't comment on it. I just let the hair, I guess, have to grow out again, or what? Screw myself long term by being burned. But literally, I hope that I don't have to be burned because somebody want me to be burned on any level, even duplicated on the ethics of stating that somebody else should try to verify whether he's telling the truth or not. Because I don't lie. I don't like to lie. What do I get out of lying? That's saying that my mother didn't whip my ass enough about lying. And trust me, the way I painted it, she's the devil to me. Because I just have fun with blankets. Like, I just love absorbing it like it's just nothing and doesn't mean nothing at all. But like literally, what's the texture of it? And literally, where am I at? But I don't know how you paint that picture because even that shit sounds weird. But even still, some people like to paint pictures and may even have proof just because of digital copying. But how smart are you to actually put that together? Okay. We'll see how smart you are. But either way, you're that smart. Okay. You want to call it that? I'll call it that. But for me to know and for you to figure out, or for you to figure out, for me to know if that you know that or you don't know what I potentially know the power of technology to do, or the power of what? The touching of knowing that something has what? Some type of remembrance by it, even if it's positive or negative, but somebody will paint it as negative instead of being positive. But even if it is positive or negative, you still painted the picture of it having the wrong judgment from jump because you gave it judgment. That's how much of a fool you are. But either way, to those who judge, so be the fool to them. But for those who actually understand what a fool actually does understand and does not choose to judge, then therefore, I guess they believe in God and what hope is. Something that some people just don't have just because they're tired of trying.